Alek Manoah, but my guy did not look good. Like, he had one start. I mean, it's tough because that's a murderer's row of a lineup against the Padres for sure. So it's tough to not. You don't want to overreach. I mean, he went from the Tigers to the Padres
future
lineup.
Philadelphia Philly Juan Soto.
Yo, stop this, man. Are you worried about Alek Manoah?
For this year, yeah. For the future, no. This year, yes, because they're trying to win. If they weren't trying to win, it wouldn't matter. Let him work his shit out, whatever. But like, I don't know. Do we have to reset the goalposts here? Like, do we have to like is he going to return to Cy Young level greatness this year? Do we need him to? Maybe not.
Yes, if you want to win.
If you want to win, sure, it's great. Yeah. I mean, it just depends, right? If they don't, then it's like, okay, well, then a trade's got to be made.
Like, which, if you're in the playoffs,
he's not going to sink your season, is what I'm trying to say.
You can't start him in the playoffs.
No.
You might have to.
Might have to, but no.
Oof. You might have to.
What about the Stroman rumors? Is that even a real thing, or is that just something that someone threw out there because they knew it would fly on Twitter?
Yeah, fuck. That would suck.
This is my question, though, back. Would you move Manoah to the pen?
No.
For a playoff series, yeah.
What's the difference
right now.
What's the difference between him and Nate Pearson at this point?
Well, what?
Shame.
Nate Pearson's like a one-inning guy. Like, Manoah could be like, here's 3 or 4 innings, and it's you and Barrios for a start.
Couldn't you turn him into a 1-inning or 2-inning guy?
I mean, sure, you can.
I think it's
but it's too early for that. Yeah, it's way too early.
Because every time this guy steps out on the mound now for the rest of the year, we're going to have one of these post-start breakdowns. That's just where we're at with this team, because the reactions now have gotten so big. He has a great start the last time. Hey, he's back. All right, here we go. This guy could be 4th, 5th starter. Let's go. And then he goes out and he gets shellacked, and now it's like, well, do we send him back down? What do we do? It just seems that every start this guy is going to have, we're going to wildly swing on the pendulum one way or another.
I don't think people overreacted to Detroit. I don't think people overreacted to Detroit.
You're right.
I think there was very much it was Detroit. You know what I mean? Like, cool, positive signs, but it was Detroit.
Yeah.
This was a real, maybe you go back the other way on this and say, well, it's the Padres lineup, and you wait and see who he's up against next time. But I mean, down the stretch, if you're talking about a playoff run here for the Jays, you need Alek Manoah to, be one of your guys, one of your horses in your starting rotation. And he has been not even close to that the whole season. And that's pretty disappointing. And I mean, your man's Pete Walker getting tossed too. Like, yo, Pete, how about you stay in the game and focus on how you can help Manoah through a start instead of getting tossed? Like, I don't understand that at all. Pete Walker, why do we know so much about Pete Walker? Like, I know that he's good at what he does.
Such a good question.
He's good at what he does, but I feel like it's almost like remember the Suge Knight, if you want to come to death row where all the executives are all up in the video. I feel like Pete Walker's all up in the video all the time.
The hot tub.
Right? Like, my guy's a pitching coach. What other pitching coach around the league do you constantly see getting tossed from games, arguing with the umpires, arguing with players on the field? Wasn't he arguing with the third base coach earlier on this season too? I forget what game that was. Like, I'm not making that up, right? There was a third base coach. It was when they were stealing this. They thought the Yankees were stealing the signs, right? And he was yelling at them back and forth to get back in the coaching box and all that. It's like, yo, bro, chill out, man. How about you focus on making Alek Manoah not be a bum this year and not
be a bouncer?
Yeah, like, obviously, I didn't see the post game from last night to know if it came out what he said or what he didn't say to get tossed. But clearly, my guy, the umpire, isn't just tossing you for no reason, bro. Like, you knew what you were doing to get tossed there, right? And it's like, is that needed from your pitching coach?
I don't know. I mean, it depends. I think probably if the relationship between him and the pitcher is like a strong one, then it's like, hey, man, look, we got your back kind of thing. So I'm okay with it. At the end of the day, like, does that affect the result of the game any way? No. So fucking get tossed. Who cares? Like, I'd rather that than the manager.
If in theory, he's a pitching coach, Alek Manoah is struggling. Is it beneficial to the team to have your pitching coach tossed and not involved and not trying to help your your young buck pitcher who's been struggling this season, who's trying to work through things, and now he can't even make it out of the third inning. Not that it matters anyways, because the pitching coach who's there to help him pitch is tossed from the game.
But I don't know how much the pitching coach is actually doing during the game. Like, this is a question for somebody that actually knows what the fuck goes on. Like, I don't know if the signs are coming in from Pete or if they're coming in, like, where they're actually, it's just pitcher and catcher, like how exactly that stuff works specifically with Manoah. What's Pete actually doing during the game? Like, probably not much, right? Like,
so this is further to my point. If you're not doing anything anyways,
whatever.
But this is further to my point. If you're not doing anything anyways, why are you all up in the video? Sit down and chill, bro.
Correct.
Right? If you don't have much to do anyways.
I think that was more the ump just trying to be all up in the video more than it was Pete, right? Because, like, the breakdown of that's crazy. Like, Pete goes out there and he's just like, yo, man, I don't like the cut of your jib. I'm about to toss you no matter what you do because we're all here to see the umps, everybody. Drives me fucking crazy. That pissed me off way more than Pete Walker being, like, in there. Like, how... Like, this is why this sport is the worst, okay? Because it's just insane to me that, like, you could just, like, throw a temper tantrum and just, hey, grown adults are throwing grown adults out of a game just because they, like, didn't barely sort of looked at them in the wrong direction. It's fucking madness. I can't believe how stupid this is.
For the record, I am not defending the umpire throwing out Pete Walker. I'm just saying, Pete Walker, why are you out here talking smack to doing anything to get tossed, period? That's more my beef. The ump, we all understand the ump show. Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a good question. Who's more like Diddy? Is it the ump or is it Pete Walker?
I think it's
Pete Walker.
It's Pete Walker. It's more like Diddy in this.
I see
because he's a member of the team. You understand? He's a member of the team. The umpire is the outsider. Of course he's trying to get in the video. He's the outsider. The guy in the inside who really needs to take a chill is Pete. Like, let's maybe hit those sugar-free Red Bulls, Pete.
Can we name the pitching coach on other teams?
No.
Like, I feel like I remembered, like, Mel Stoudemire from back in the day. Do you know what I mean? Like,
there was a Maddox. There was a Maddox on the Rangers, wasn't there? Yeah. I think.
I don't know. Like, this is I don't know any other pitching coaches.
It's so true. And that's like this market, right? Like, we overhype everything here. Like, oh, Pete Walker is like the pitching whisperer. And for all intent, like, Pete Walker could be a brilliant pitching coach, but, like, don't other teams have good pitchers? Like, I don't understand. Don't other teams develop good prospects and, like, have reclamation projects? Like, you mentioned Stroman. Stroman's been, like, wildly mediocre for the last, like, couple years in Chicago. And this year he has, like, a 2-point-something ERA. Who's the pitching coach in the Cubs? He's probably pretty good. Like, we don't know his name. I don't know. It's crazy, man.
Caleb Cotham.
You made that up.
Yeah,
Philadelphia Phillies pitching coach.
Let's do it. We should make up another game.
Idea. We
should make up another game. Pitching coach or fake name? Real MLB pitching coach or fake name?
Yeah.
Let's do that at the end of the pod. Timmy, can we do that?